just stick to the code. You get yours, I get mine. I've been reflecting on how we got this far, even when the pressure's on, finesse is strong. Plus I got my team around me heavy, ain't no extra pros. You can keep them, Giuseppe's on delusional. Who gon' be there for you if you lose it all? Question that, who gon' have your mama back, your mama back.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Eagles going up against the 49ers.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably... And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Looking to throw on second down. Ramirez. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. Ramirez. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to them.
Here we go now. No, check.
2nd down, goal to go from the 6. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want. But it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go now.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5.
Detroit, watch it now, Barney.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they try the right side here. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking to throw. Ramirez. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Let's go!
Back to throw. Ramirez. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Solomon Thomas in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Ramirez looking to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, They created some nice space for him.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And he knocks it through. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Ramirez. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Ramirez to throw on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw is Ramirez. Throwing on third and long.
I I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll air this one toward Coleman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now he's going to throw deep rights, and he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Back there, Philly, here we go. Leopard, hurry up, here we go. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Gone.
as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Back to throw. Ramirez. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll field this at the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. The Niners on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Now let's go. 3-19. Leopard. All right, now look at 56.
Ramirez now looking to throw on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Looking to throw. Ramirez gets it to Strong. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Fresh set of downs here. Now they try the right side here. And he is knocked down from the side. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And shedding through the tackle. And he's got some space here. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Let's go!
Now Ramirez throwing on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, the spin. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Banks. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Here we go now. Gun, 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 gun. Let's go.
Ramirez back to the air on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Set. Green, 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Ramirez to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Williams loses the football. And this is going to be 49er football. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. looking to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 33. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Niners on third down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That's taken on the 25. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. To throw is Ramirez. On 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Back to throw now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Good! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Here we go now! Blue United! Over!
Ramirez now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime.